While journeying through Central America and across the extreme southeastern part of Mexico in the year 1840, American adventurer John Lloyd Stephens stumbled upon a unique lost city built amid a series of beautiful turquoise blue lakes and ponds. Stephens kept detailed logs of his travels that were later published, and he described the area as, quote, a wild place of incomparable beauty, end quote. Most of the city, now known as Lagartero, or the place of the lizard, was covered by vegetation, with locals using the lakes and streams surrounding the crumbling ruins for swimming or fishing, much as they do today. As Stephens had visited many larger archaeological sites in his travels, Lagartero remained just a footnote and ignored by the outside world for many more years. It is interesting to note that Stephens' brief mentioning of this interesting but obscure city was not the first in the English-speaking world. Some 2 centuries before Stephens set foot in Mexico, an Englishman named Thomas Gage visited Lagartero on his way to Guatemala in 1628. Specifically, he noted the teal-blue mineral springs that locals believed had miraculous healing powers. Gage would mention the site briefly in his book, published in London in 1648, titled The English-American, His Travail by Sea and Land, or A New Survey of the West Indies. Although Gage romanticized his experiences in the Americas in this book, and was accused of plagiarizing contemporary Spanish sources, his manuscript was the very first publication in English about Spain's colonies in the New World. Besides being briefly mentioned by 2 travel writers, once in the 1640s and once in the 1840s, little attention would be paid to Lagartero until late into the 20th century. The Lagartero archaeological zone is located in the southeast part of the state of Chiapas, in the municipio or county of La Trinitaria, near a small settlement named for Christopher Columbus, called Cristobal Colon. The ruins sit on a series of islands, amid lakes and streams in a tropical jungle. The region is known informally as Lagos de Colon, or Lagos de Montebello.